All right, we're back with Bloodborne. And my intent is for this to be the second to last stream of the game. It may be possible for me to do it all in one stream, but there's one particular thing I want to do in the Chalice dungeons. I need to unlock some prerequisites for this. So because I have to do some Chalice dungeon stuff, some grinding with that, it makes more sense to break it up into two streams. But I'm starting the Nightmare of Mensis. And back in a previous stream when I was in the Nightmare Frontier, we could actually see this building up here from the Nightmare Frontier. There's evidence that these Nightmare realms are stacked on top of each other, with Nightmare of Mensis being at the top. So the Nightmare realms that we know of are Nightmare of Mensis, the Nightmare Frontier, Lecture Hall, and Hunter's Nightmare, and then there's the Hunter's Dream. So they're all just sort of vertically stacked. And yeah, this frenzy bar building up is because I've been seen by a great one called the Brain of Mensis, so I can't let it see me. It's kind of like the whole Eye of Sauron thing from Elden Ring. And if I want to fight this enemy without being seen, I have to lure it over to me. I only want to lure one of them over, though. And it looks like both of them are coming. So let me get rid of... Okay. Oh, parasites. Oh, but these things have parasites in them. Okay. And the frenzy bar, I can get rid of it using sedatives, but I don't really want to... Well, I guess I have to use one. Yeah, that glowing there is coming from the Brain of Mensis. It simply seeing me is enough to build up frenzy. So I want to try to use this cover to... Okay. Goal is to not be seen. And this is one of the rock throwing enemies, so have to be careful how I approach here. All right. Wow, okay. That thing's still alive? I thought I killed it before. Okay. Well, these things are slow enough I can just run away. Well, it was slow. And hopefully you don't have arachnophobia, because there's a lot of spiders here. All right, it's not attacking me. Okay, now it attacks. Okay. I don't really have any throwing weapons, I don't think. Cool. I'm not worried about a smaller spider. It's just this giant one that I don't want to drop down and then have it drop down after me. So it's good if I can lure these up onto the bridge and then take care of the big one. All right, big guy now. Wow, that gun barely did any damage to it at all. Hopefully it doesn't have a ranged attack. Oh yeah, its arms can really mess you up. Okay. In that case, it may be worthwhile to try a Molotov cocktail. Oh, it can hit me through the bridge. Okay, okay. That's not a good sign. All right, its arms just go through walls. Because that's fair. Oh, no, I didn't mean to use that. Okay, the hunter bone makes me move faster for a bit. Okay. Okay, Molotov cocktails are pretty good. All right, that wasn't too bad. And of course, this being a nightmare, we have spiders because, you know, people are scared of spiders. Wow. So interestingly, the moon here in the nightmare is white, even though back in Yharnam, it's red now, which is confirmation that we're not in Yharnam anymore. All right, this guy... Oh, he's me. This is a mirror image of my character. No, I guess not. He's a little bit different. For a minute there, he looks like my character, but it's a different guy. And let me check something. Okay. These guys, I can just run past them. So interestingly, in Yharnam, they have all the mirrors covered because of the association of mirrors with other worlds. But here in the nightmare, they're uncovered because we already are in the other world. Well, I was going to run past these guys, but they decided to get aggressive, so... All right, these guys are a little bit tougher. And I'll be able to do more with this place once I do something with the brain of Mensis. Wow, okay. Some of these small guys have, I think, crossbows, so I gotta be a little bit careful there. Yeah. Whoa, okay, this guy's faster than he looks. All right, I'll lure him out over here. Really don't want to find him out in the open when there's guys shooting crossbows at me. All right. Ah, I dodged backwards. Okay. There we go. Now, I'd like to find a hunter's lamp soon. Because I used up too many of my quicksilver bullets. All right, nothing here. Oh, okay, these birds have dog heads on them. So in Yharnam, the birds were barking like dogs, but here they actually have dog heads. Because again, this is a nightmare. And that's a dog with a bird head. All right. More of them there. I always want to try to lure the fast ones out first. All right, got them separated, and come a little bit closer, and I'll, there. All right, and before I proceed, I can unlock a shortcut. So now dying here will mean I don't have to repeat the whole thing over again. I can just come back. So I know that the Nightmare Frontier and the Lecture Hall, Nightmare of Menses, all that is stacked. Oops. It's kind of unclear, though, where the Hunter's Dream fits in. If the Hunter's Dream is also stacked into one of those realms, or if the Hunter's Dream is separate from the Nightmare realms. But I'm going to go ahead and repair my weapon. All right. Now comes one of the most frustrating fights in Bloodborne, and not because it's necessarily hard, although it kind of is, it's because you have to chase somebody around a lot. And I can possibly make it easier with these poison knives. We'll see. But basically, a dream or a nightmare has to originate in someone's mind, right? Because that's what it is. It's a creation of the mind. So nightmares have to have hosts, someone who the realm was created inside their head. So I had to fight the host of this nightmare. And you think, okay, well, who's the host of the other dreams? Well, it's unclear, but we know that the Hunter's Dream, its host is Gehrman, and that's why he's sort of trapped in the dream. However, dream realms or nightmare realms can outlast their host. So even if the host dies, the realm that their mind created will not necessarily go away. And that's what's going to happen here. Cause is a great one we'll get into in the DLC. And that's a Faraday cage around his head, because they did a lot of research into electromagnetism as a way of transcending the real world and entering these dream worlds. All right, so I have to chase this guy, and I believe that these other enemies just endlessly respawn. So if I had more stamina, I could probably attack them while running. Oh, so close. Okay. I was about to get an attack off there. But the idea is you want to lure them into a room. And yeah, I guess these oh, there we go. I can force them into this room and trap them there. But now comes the challenge, because he can actually be he can actually do a lot of damage to you. So let me quickly take out these guys. All right. Yeah, that attack will do a lot of damage if it hits. So you want to dodge quickly.
Majestic! Hunter is our hunter, even in a dream. But alas, not too fast. Yes, Rose.
I'll keep these poison knives out in case. If I can get him to this one specific place, I can mess up his AI, because this is seriously one of the most frustrating bosses ever. Okay. This is where I have to drop down on him at.
Some say Cawthorn. Prayers.
Okay. Okay, if he would have kept coming, I would have kept using poison knives against him, and that would have killed him. All right. I don't, okay. Ooh. Where did, okay. There he is. Really? Oh, not nice. He keeps... I think I got him stuck in a loop here. And if he's not poisoned by now, I don't know what's... Okay, he seems to be stuck in a loop. Now I just wait for him to die. Didn't work. He seemed to have recovered, but I got his health down a little bit. And I got him trapped in here. That's what matters. He's trapped inside now. So now I can drop in on him from above. I was really hoping the poison would kill him, but something must have messed up with the poison proccing. But that's fine. I got him cornered right where I want him. Now I just hope he doesn't do one of his attacks that kills me. And his little attack, I can do it too. No! Ah, this is bad. I can't. I need to heal. I can't get a heal off. Got him. All right, good thing I got him first try because I did not want to repeat that again. He can easily trap you in that cycle because when you fall down at first, it takes you a few seconds to get back up, and then he can sort of lock you into that healing cycle where, you know, his attacks seem pretty undodgeable. The close-up attacks you can dodge, but the one where it sprays stuff everywhere, I'm not sure how to dodge that. All right, I need to find the top of this place. No, that's where I came in. Okay, it's up here. That singing is a bad sign. That means the winter lanterns Whoa, okay, this guy does a lot of damage. But that singing means the Winter Lanterns are close, and that's one enemy that you may recognize from Elden Ring. All right, this might take a few tries, but I'm gonna try to go for this window in here. It's hard to roll into the window, but there's an open window right... See what I mean about how hard it is? All right, we'll try that again. Now, I think the trick is to wait longer than you expect you have to wait before you roll out. Okay, cool. It didn't stay all the way down. Okay. All right, so this time the trick is to wait. There we go. And I'm gonna have to deal with these Winter Lanterns. I need sedative. You can use sedatives to stop the buildup of frenzy. Yeah, these are some of the scariest enemies in the game. Because just them simply looking at you is enough to cause you to get frenzied. Oh no. He grabbed me. Get away, get away. Wow, okay. That frenzied me. Ah, there we go. And they'll have to see me once because right now I have 20 insight, so I don't really have that much frenzy resistance. So them simply looking at me one time is enough to kill me. Well, not kill me, but frenzy me and do a lot of damage. But if you're vulnerable, like out in open space when you get frenzied, then you're probably gonna be dead. But at least they do the singing to let you know that they're nearby. All right, it knows I'm here. It just can't see me yet. What? Something saw me. Okay, they're seeing me. I need to try to parry it. No, I can't parry it. Okay. Okay. This is bad. You can't see me, I'm hiding. Come on. Get away from me. All right, survive that. But unfortunately, I'm not safe from these guys just yet. Oh, okay. These spiders have human faces, kind of like Patches. And of course, the walls are decorated with eyes and spider webs, because why not? This is a nightmare, so everything's weird. All right. Whoa, that was close. I almost fell in that hole. Now we can do something about the brain of Mensis. So I literally just dropped that brain into a pit. Oh no, okay. It's there. I'm really burning up these sedatives. Okay. It's hard to escape the grasp when because his arms are so wide. All right, don't fall. That'd be really bad if I fell. All right. And I know I'm supposed to go down to that pit to get this blood rock, but let me see what's over here. Might be able to unlock a shortcut or something. Okay, I guess not. Okay. I really don't like mandatory fall damage. Blood rock. These are very, very limited resources. There's one in the base game per cycle, one the DLC per cycle, and then there's a possibility of like random chance in certain chalice dungeons of getting 3 additional ones per save file. So yeah, and you need a blood rock to increase your weapon to its maximum level, so you really have to choose wisely. But fortunately, you know, Bloodborne doesn't have as many weapons as other Souls games like Elden Ring, so I mean 5 blood rocks, if you manage to get all 5 of them, that's a pretty decent number of weapons you can fully upgrade. I'm guessing this goes down to, yeah, okay, it goes down to here. Hello, Freya, how's it going? All right, just, you know, doing some streaming of Bloodborne, trying to... I'm expecting this to be the second to last stream for this game. All right. Now I'll take this place down. And let me equip my torch. So yeah, I'm in a very dark pit, so time to find the brain of Mensis. It's in here somewhere. Let's see, maybe if I come straight out from the... Let's see here. This is so dark that this torch is really not helping me very much at all. Okay, I think I ran into a wall. Maybe if I go in a circular pattern. There we go. Well, I mean, you can sort of see how the stream's going. It's going pretty well. All right, so now that I'm here in front of it, I need to make a gesture. So... And actually I have to hold this gesture out for about a minute for it to work. And as I was mentioning in a previous stream, this is a, oops, it didn't, okay. It was theorized, I forget by which scientist suggested it, but there was this suggestion from a scientist that if humans were to ever make contact with an alien species, we should show them a drawing of a right angle to prove that humans are an intelligent species. Because it shows that we're capable of mathematical thinking. And so this seems to be a reference to that, where we're encountering an alien species, and so we're showing them a right angle. And yeah, I have to hold this pose for a bit for it to work. I think it's a full minute, actually. Why didn't that work? Try it again. And this time I'm just gonna put the controller down. And actually, let me do a stopwatch thing. These games are really notorious for having these sort of hidden requirements, like, you know, like in original Dark Souls, when you're entering the giant crow nest, you have to curl up like an egg. You have to do it for like at least 30 seconds before anything happens. They like to... There we go. Okay, now there's a... Okay, cool. I got the rune. But what I actually came here for was inside the brain, so I have to kill the brain. Yeah, my character's a mess. Would not want to do this laundry. There we go, living string. That's what I was after. Wow, okay. That was... Does this go up? Wait, let me... Okay, that goes down. Okay, so this goes up. Okay, good, because that was where I took the shortcut from. Okay. Whoa, that was not operable. How do I get it to be operable? Okay, it's these guys again. All right, let's go. Nice. Gonna sneak up on this guy, hopefully. And yeah, the nightmare versions of these pigs have a bunch of eyes. Eyes are like eyes everywhere. Seems to be a common theme here in the nightmare. Oh yeah, there's two of them. And I don't know if this tree is enough camouflage. Nope. It was not enough. But he's dead now. All right, come on. More of these guys, unfortunately. Yeah, nice try. Okay. And this is the lady that we saw in the realm for Vacuous Rom. She's not human, as you can tell. She's a Thumerian, one of the pre-existing civilization before Yharnam. And as you can tell, where the blood is coming from, she was pregnant at one point, and it obviously went badly. She's the mother of Murgo, the infant great one whose cries you're hearing. And before I do this fight, I'm gonna unlock that shortcut there. This fight should go pretty smoothly, but just in case, I have that shortcut unlocked. Oh, yeah. A lot of people use the Faraday cages here. All right. I don't know if they're vulnerable to arcane at all, but I'll try it. All right. Oh, it's really likes those blades. Ah, so close. Okay. Whoa. Wow, okay, that did a lot of damage. Okay. All right, now they're everywhere. Whoa. Which one's the real one? That's... Okay, I was expecting this fight to go smoothly, but it's really not. They're just clones coming out everywhere. All right, but that's the real one. I found the real one. Or maybe all of them are real, who knows? And it'll take a while before the message that it's over is done with. Nightmare slain. Okay. And I can actually go back to that lady here. And she disappears. Okay. Now there's going to be something very different that happens when I go to the Hunter stream this time. Yeah, the workshop's on fire now. But I can still use it. All right, since I got a blood rock, I need to figure out which weapon I want to use it on to upgrade to max. I'm thinking Beast Claw. It's not very good, but you know, whatever. It's still a cool weapon. All right, now. It's not clear why the workshop is on fire, but it's likely that Yharnam is the one who set it on fire, and he's the one who's going to be waiting out in the garden. But I'm not going to fight him just yet.
Hunter, you have come. Dawn will soon break. This night and this dream will end. Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Farewell.
Okay. Might as well spend these blood echoes and actually probably need to actually sell something because I do need to still complete a ritual here. All right. Great Thumeru Ihil Chalice. I said I wasn't gonna do. I was gonna do the chalice dungeons offline. This is an exception because not only is it like a special chalice dungeon, but also I completed the Nightmare of Menses much faster than I was expecting to. But I'm not gonna explore the side paths in this dungeon. I'm just gonna go straight for the bosses. I might explore side paths later if I'm looking for a blood rock. Yeah, I see the big guy there. I'm gonna avoid him. All right, where are they? Really want to lure these guys out, so yeah, okay. I don't want to be surrounded, so I'm going to lure them into here. I'm over here. Yeah, right here. Does this guy have his back turned? Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay. I was about to say, this would have been an easy kill. Wow, okay. And yeah, I see this button here. If I step on the button, these things are gonna shoot out at me. Like, let me see if I can, like that. All right, that's the entrance. That's the boss room. So I need to find the lever. And the reason I'm doing this chalice dungeon is the lady in white who we saw at Murgo's loft. She's Queen Yharnam. She's the one we're gonna fight at the very bottom of this chalice dungeon. So I've been doing the chalice dungeon specifically to get to her. All right, there we go. There's the lever I need. And it's just this guy staying in the way. He won't be staying in the way for long, though. And I actually have no idea who the boss is for this dungeon. Aside from the in-game bosses, I think a lot of these are randomly generated. I'm not sure, though. But this should take me out to the... Okay, there we go. Okay, Thumerian Descendant. This guy's tough. I remember this guy. He's so hard to parry, too, because it's unclear which of his attacks are parryable. Whoa, that did a lot of damage. Okay. And he's so fast, it's like by the time I get a shot off, it's too late. Even if I could parry him. Yeah, this is not going well. Maybe parrying's not the right move here. All right, that's fine. Arcane damage, maybe? Let's see. Oh, okay, now he's into his phase 2. All right, I'll just try fighting him normally since I don't know how to parry him. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking the strategy here is to just focus on defense, rolling through his attacks, and then when I see an opening, then I attack. Okay. But these attacks look like they should be parryable. They are, okay. I just have to anticipate when it's gonna happen. There we go. Okay. He can be parried. That parry happened before he even got his animation started. So, trick is, you just have to be very fast, I guess. Whoa. Okay. It doesn't appear that that his attacks during a combo can be parried, so I guess I have to parry the very first attack of a combo. But I confirmed that parrying this guy is possible, so now it's just a matter of, I guess, reading his tells to try to figure out what he's going to do and anticipate his attacks, and then fire at the right time. Okay, it's doable. Well, it should be doable. Nope. Whoa, okay, boomerang attack. Whoa. All right, so when I need to heal, I need to take cover, really. All right, so him bringing his thing back is not a cue to parry. But that is. All right, parried. Just one more parry should do it. I hope. Maybe not. All right, good. That was tough. So this is layer 2. This should be a 3-layer dungeon. They call it like depth 5 dungeon, but that refers to the optional content. Okay, these guys I think shoot the fireballs if I remember right. Oh, okay. There's quite a few enemies here. Oh, the bats from Canehurst Castle are here. Okay. Time to look for paths. Okay, that was not a parryable attack, I guess. It's really trial and error because there's no objective way to know if an attack can be parried or not, and if it can be parried, what the timing is. You can only really guess and see if the guess is right or not. So if he lifts his cleaver up with one hand, it can be parried, but if he lifts it up with two hands, it can't. What the logic is in that, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna drop down. Because surely there's a door around here. Yeah, probably this area right here is where I need to go. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna run straight here. There we go. I don't care what happens after that. Now it's time to run. All right. And who is this boss gonna be? Bloodlet? Oh no. I should have brought fire paper. Didn't know it was gonna be one of these guys. Oh, it's the headless variant too. Wow, okay. Wow, okay. It likes its stomping attacks. Yep. Got a parasite coming out of its neck. Whoa. All right, come on. Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage here. Its limbs are so big, it's got a huge range. Got him. Okay, that was tough. I'm hoping this is the last layer. Alright, can summon Olek for the boss, but need to unlock it first. These scorpions are hard to kill for some reason. Oh, okay, another summon sign here. Oh, okay, because this guy. And yeah, see the... Okay. What? It couldn't let me... There we go. He had the Kirk hammer as his weapon. Which, of course, indicates that he's another hunter. Okay, this is a pit you fall down into. It's not the intended way, so I need to go up. Once I get this guy away from me. Too quiet here. Suspiciously quiet. Okay, there's the lever. But this looks too easy. Like, why is this... It can't be that easy. All right, levers pulled. I'm gonna go back to the Hunter's Dream to recover, and then a tough boss fight up ahead. This boss fight can be tough. And actually, let me go ahead and spend some of my insight here. Oh, you can actually buy a blood rock. That's news to me. I had no idea you could do that. There's probably gonna be only one that you can buy, but you know what? Let's see. 15. I don't have enough. I'll buy a blood rock later then. I'd never heard of being able to do that before. All right, so if I remember right, this ball should be Queen Yharnam. I hope. Let's see if this works. Huh. The guy who can summon for help with this one is literally called Queen Killer. And hopefully he does what his name implies, but I'm gonna try this fight without him. All right. Now the trick here is when you hear a baby crying, get away from her because it'll paralyze you. And yeah, she's literally spraying blood as a weapon. I wonder if that applies even when I'm in the middle of a repost. All right, now things are gonna get tricky. This first part was easy, but now she has clones helping her. Whoa, okay, yeah. All these blood attacks are... So the clones die in one hit, but they can still attack you. And the way to tell which one is the real one is the blood on her dress is the darker shade of red. I'd rather not summon Queen Killer for this because it costs insight to summon, and I want to save my insight because I want to buy that blood rock. So I just need to be more cautious with this. In fact, I can use my pistol as like, whoa, okay. Wow, okay, just blood explosions everywhere. She's like Moog from Elden Ring. All right, now I have to attack the clones. And this is the real one. All right. Clone. Clone. Okay, doing pretty okay with this. It's just hard to dodge blood blades literally coming up out of the ground. This is a real one. Got her. Let's see. What did I get? I think it would be a consumable. What is this thing? Yharnam stone. Okay. The queen lies dead, but her horrific consciousness is only asleep and stirs in unsettling motions. So basically, she was of the Thumerian people, which predated humanity in Yharnam, and all these chalice dungeons are part of the labyrinth, which was originally the Thumerian civilization. And she was chosen to give birth to the child of a great one, and it's heavily implied that this was not of her own free choosing, and as you can tell by the blood coming out of her dress, it was not. It didn't really go well for her, and she died. And yeah, the blood attacks and the screaming that paralyzes you and stuff, that's very reminiscent of the ghost ladies from Canehurst Castle. So, of course, it's heavily implied that, she's also a ghost. Okay. I've been trying to avoid having high insight, but let's see how many I can get from all this. Because I do want to buy that blood rock. Huh, okay, only 2, okay. So I still need 12 more. Well, okay then. So all that's left is to finish the DLC and then fight Yharnam over here. So actually, the way this works out is I do want to start the next stream with a fight against Lady Maria. So for that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. And then next stream, the next stream is gonna be busy. Next stream, the plan is to fight Lady Maria, get through the fishing hamlet, defeat Orphan of Kos, and then beat the game. That's the goal here. So it's possible. Normally I do Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. It looks like I'm going to be skipping this Wednesday. So next stream should be Saturday, and that's when I'll ideally be beating the game. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and thank you everyone for showing up, and see you this time Saturday.